the product manager for the Empyrean, and I think, if I may say, it looks like a beautiful instrument. What do you think?
Hi, Yannick. Glad to be here. The Empyrean is indeed one of the most beautiful instruments we have in Malvern Panalytical. We do have many other beautiful stuff over here, but personally, you can guess, I do love the Empyrean the most.
It is your favorite, I can tell.
Absolutely.
Okay, and starting with researchers and laboratories that they want to push boundaries, and Malvern Panalytical coming in actually pushing those boundaries, what does that mean to you, being part of an organization like that?
Yes, the Empyrean product is a multi-purpose X-ray diffraction system. It's used in many industries. We don't really have any specific selections, but our users or customers who is doing material scientific research, they can use the Empyrean or XD instruments. So it's a very popular instrument on the market. So based on this popularity we received, based on user feedback and reviews, and we also have received a seal of quality reward from Select Science in 2022, and this reward is based on a mark of more than 60 users' reviews directly, and that's an average score 4.5 out of 5. And as a product manager, you can imagine how proud I am to reach such achievement. So that is a clear testimonial of our not only the product robustness, the data quality, as well as the performance recognized by our customers. So that's where we are proud of.
So the users actually think it's a really cool instrument as well?
Absolutely. Not only it's cool, it's cool because it's also delivered high quality data, and also we have more than 100 years experience in the X-ray field, right? So with those experience, we constantly bring to the market innovative technologies, and those technologies really help our users to accelerate their research work, or sometimes really reaching their research target much sooner than before. And that's also making us very proud to have a satisfied customers.
I can tell we have a proud product manager here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us about the rotating split.
Yes, the rotating slit is one of another product we are introducing to the market along this line of innovative breakthroughs. So the rotating slit can be used in many applications, but it has a specific highlight on texture and stress analysis. So today, take the texture measurement as an example. So the texture analysis, right? So the texture measurement is used to investigate the crystallographic orientation of the crystallines inside of the materials, and their distribution determines the product quality or determine the mechanical properties of the material. As a result, effect on the material mechanical performance.
Is that relevant in all sorts of applications or in very specific applications?
It's in very specific applications in this situation.
Can you give an example?
Yeah, so if we take the engine blade, the jet engine blade, for example, that blade is designed in a very specific way, right? So if the performance does not meet their mechanical strengths or the texture performance, at the end of the lifetime will not be as long as we want it. Everyone wants to have a safe performance, right? So, and that's one of the engineering outcome of this kind of research.
Okay, so it's a special feature to have, basically.
Yeah, it is.
And does it come on every Empyrean?
It comes not on every Empyrean, because it's an application where we address material research on texture analysis or stress analysis. Only when customers have such kind of a demand, we will choose such an option.
Yeah. Can you explain how it is a game changer in, for example, thin film manufacturing?
The reason why it is a revolutionary or it is a game changer solution is the benefits it brings to those specific applications. Giving the example in thin films is when we talk about thin films often within lower than 100 nanometers or in the range of 10 nanometers, or even lower than a few microns. Those are the thin films we're talking about. So the thinner we go, the less material can be investigated by the X-rays. As a result, the intensity can sometimes be very weak, especially when we talk about the thin films. They are not really high quality crystalline material. So how do you overcome this challenge if the material is really weak in giving X-ray diffraction signals? There are a few methods. Yeah, one method is giving higher intensity from the X-ray optics or X-ray source. So the rotating slit addresses exactly this challenge by producing much higher intensity from the incident beam side, and therefore you can use much higher volume of intensity to generate this higher signal. So overall, we overcome the challenge of a weak signal to producing much higher intensity, giving you a scale of reference. So the rotating slit is capable of delivering 10 times higher intensity compared to the solution we used to use before. This solution is not really trivial because in the X-ray diffraction industry, once a while we see some innovative solution, but having a 10 times higher intensity is not happening every day. And
it's a big leap, you mean?
It is really a big leap, and we are very proud of this achievement.
Is it also the feature that you're most proud of with the Empyrean?
We are proud of many things. This one is a recent add-on to the solution. Of course, it's one of the solutions we are proud of, yes.
Okay, well, thank you for this introduction in the rotating slit.
Thank you.